Oh yeah, it's got another horror DVD review for you today. It's been a while since I last did another. A while for my standards anyway. And I've got quite a few films to review. I've been watching them, I've just not been reviewing them. But today I'm going to be reviewing The Bay. This came out in 2012 and it's a found footage film. This is from the producers of Insidious and Sinister. And I'd seen a lot about it. It was actually on telly, like advertising. And so I was quite interested in watching this because I thought it's going to be a decent budget if it's advertising on TV. And it's got some names attached to it. There's no actors or actresses that I was really aware of, but I suppose that's kind of standard for found footage because it kind of does ruin the. If you're trying to make a naturalistic film that seems real, it'll be a bit stupid to have a big, like, say, Brad Pitt as the star because it just, it takes you out of the moment kind of thing. So overall, I didn't know what to expect with this. I knew it was some kind of infection film, but I was kind of thinking it'd be borderline a zombie flick. However, it wasn't. I'll say this is more of a documentary than a horror. It's set up like as if it's like a blog, like a YouTube video. It starts off with the narrator, a female woman who had been around at this, trying to basically break the government's silence by putting it on the internet. And she says like she doesn't know what will happen to her, so perhaps like the government would silence her or something like that. But yeah, it's set up like that. She's sourced all this like handheld footage or like CCTV footage, and she's basically put it together into one long kind of like a documentary film. And it's set up as if you're watching what she's produced. Basically about a little town who slowly people start to get infected and they get like rashes and boils, and the boils effects were really good. They were disgusting, some of them, and the people die from it and stuff like that, and it escalates really quickly. So as I said, at the same time, it's from all, like the main narrator, woman. She's like a news journalist at the same time whilst it's going on, because it's for the 4th of is it July? June, I'm not too sure, sorry about this. But yeah, it's like a national holiday in America. We don't have it in England, I don't think, though. And basically, there's all different kind of like characters. There's like this material she saw, such as I forgot the name, like the marinists or something like that, or activists who've like footage that they've done, or police car footage, stuff like that. And so there's quite a large kind of group of characters that it kind of follows at the same time. The story interchanges between them. I'd say overall it was very interesting. Like as I said, I was expecting it to be a zombie flick, but it wasn't. There was no kind of like infected. That the people honestly become ill, they didn't kind of turn crazy and kill. They just died. But overall, it was still interesting enough, the story, I thought, to keep me engaged. And around halfway through the film, I thought, do you know what, this isn't going to be the kind of film I was expecting. But I thought to myself, I'm still enjoying it, so I'm not going to let that ruin it for me. And it was a really good, I think it was really plausible, and I read online, there's lots of plot holes, there's a lot of silly things within there that don't really make any sense, but to me that doesn't affect me because I'm not like an animal expert or whatever, or like a environment expert, so it doesn't matter for me. I wasn't able to go along with it and enjoy the ride. And I think the characters overall were pretty believable. The acting overall was good for a horror film, especially a found footage, so the budget as well was good for a found footage, because usually they have zero budget, but overall I thought this was a decent budget. The second half of the film isn't as entertaining as the first, I did feel. Like, it kind of died out a bit, and after a few of the characters were dying, I kind of, it got disengaging and a bit I don't know, I wasn't waiting for it to end, but I don't know, it kind of, there was a lot of potential with this film that wasn't used, I think, but still, it didn't take away from the fact that I did enjoy it. Overall, I'm giving The Bay a 6 out of 10 for enjoyment, and
5.
So I'd say you should probably watch this film. I got it for £5 from Asda, brand new. It's quite a new film. Come out at the very end of 2012. It says on the back 2013 it was released, actually. So it's only a couple of months old, DVD wise anyway. So I think £5 was a great purchase for me. So it's definitely worth checking out and watching. And it's kind of interesting as well. Like I say, it's not really like a horror film. It's more of a documentary. And well, I don't know. It's an interesting film to watch, and a bit of a unique one for me because I've never seen anything quite like this. It's very different from most found footage films as well. So yeah, don't let the fact that it's found footage deter you, because it does look good. Because the director has directed other films, real films. You know what I mean? So he has experience, and he was able to actually make this a good he made the film look good, and there's a couple of jump scares in there as well, particularly to do with a fish. That's all I'm gonna say. It was a really good jump scare, and another one with blood. But yeah, there was actually some scares in there to kind of give it the horror element. But besides that, it wasn't such a really scary film. other than like the fact that it might make you a bit like wary for what you're drinking, basically. But whatever. So yeah, that is my review for The Bay. It's a good film. You should check it out. 6 out of 10. So it was a decent film. So yeah, you should definitely check it out. Thank you.